Good morning. We just get up now. I just finished the breakfast. We just finished our breakfast.
That's right. And for me, it is extraordinary, as you said, this moment that he's not able to sort of direct his attention to somewhere else. It's also extraordinary because he's done other things that maybe would maybe direct people's attention away from you. Tulsi Gabbard talking about and making claims against former President Obama and Hillary Clinton. You have all these other sort of things that are happening. People have been really stuck on this Jeffrey Epstein case. And I remember a few weeks ago we went to Turning Point USA, which is this conservative gathering in Florida, and people said over and over again that the black stuff was the president, that they believed that the president ran on this idea that he was going to be as transparent as possible, and they saw him as part of the cover up.
And you can see the view outside. That's the view here in Thailand. In Bangkok, Thailand. I want to see. Who's that? Hello, Mommy Janet. Hello, how are you, Mommy Janet? How are you both doing? We are doing good, Mommy Janet. Just finished the breakfast now. Frank is watching a news and the TV. Yeah, Frank's there. We are finished our breakfast, Mommy Janet. How are you, Mommy Janet? Frank, hi Frank. Hi Frank.
Good
Frank.
morning, Mommy Janet.
Mommy Janet.
Hello. My buntag.
My buntag. They said to you, Mommy Janet, my buntag. They speaking Bisaya to you, Mommy Janet. My buntag. You know, Mommy Janet, maayong buntag is good morning. I'm okay, health-wise. Good to hear, Mommy Janet. Always take care of your health. We are here in Bangkok, Thailand, Mommy Janet. We just arrived here in Bangkok yesterday. And last week, Patong Beach, Phuket. Prepares in this heat wave for this. Oh, what is that, huh? Prepare for heat waves in this.
We'd like to see it get finished. In many ways, it's too bad it started.
It's very hot there? What?
And it's been under construction for a long time.
What are you doing?
Because it looks like it's got a long way to go.
What are you doing?
Reading messages.
Wait. Easy. 4 times then stop gas leak, furnace, car new tires. Oh.
And he's putting up $550 million in order to lower their tariffs a little bit.
You can reply to Mommy Janet. Han.
Also opened their country to free trade, which nobody thought was even possible.
Pang is so busy, Mommy Janet. I said, do you reply your message there by price? Always keep watching on the news about Trump. About Trump. Yeah. What happened to my retouch? Why retouch? And then
putting up $550 million in order to lower their tariffs a little bit.
Look at the view outside, Mommy Janet.
They also wanted their country
See?
free trade, which nobody does.
And this building, Mommy Janet, the restaurant, 25 floor, they rotate. It's so nice in the evening. They rotate it. So nice view. No worries, I got them all pics. Oh, that's good, Mommy Janet.
It's a total of $550 million.
See?
So nobody thought any of that was possible. And it's wonderful. And we're doing pretty well with the European Union. Like, well,
It look like it's nice the view, very nice the view.
the country's going to make a lot of money. We would be up if interest rates would come down.
The view is a lot of building.
We've seen them there a lot. But we have a country that's thriving. We had a dead country 1 year ago today.
Yeah, he is
Anywhere in the world.
stuttering now. Jisa going spin narrative to get out. What is it? What is it?
I've never seen Thailand and looks as crowded as Chicago.
Oh.
They're stuttering. And there it is, get out. Epstein's assistant will want to get out of jail. Elaine Maxwell. Yeah.
Talk to Mama Janet. I no idea. Talk to Mama
Oh.
Janet.
Yeah, well, Ghislaine Maxwell lied before, and she'll continue to lie, no doubt.
You're very close to the camera.
Yeah, keep too close.
I put Brian very close to camera, Mama Janet. Epstein's assistant will lie to get out of jail. Is that right? Epstein's assistant will lie to get out of jail.
This shit is dead.
Oh,
He killed himself. Supposed allegedly.
the kid himself?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yep, and they will all believe her crap. They act like they playing game Monopoly. You both is keep watching the news about Trump. So you see? Mama, isn't it? Oh, they watching about Trump now. All are distraction agent. Crazy. Trump Biden, both in same boat. Also Biden is not good.
What?
Also Biden is not good. President in US.
Oh, Biden's good.
Trump is dumb, yeah. Trump is very, very dumb. And you is now is not very safe, right, Mommy Janet?
Dedicated the building in 1937. That's how rare it is. The correspondence is usually the Treasury Secretary and the Fed chief, and they meet periodically, really for breakfast or lunch, to talk about the health of the financial system. Not something like this, a building overhaul. That disagreement over the figure
They are both way too old, and Kamala was never going to be president. Yeah, Kamala is maybe is good, Mommy Janet, if she win it, but so many people are vote to Trump.
Yeah. Stupid people.
Yeah.
It's just a real shocker for someone who's covered, this institution for so long to see images like this. It's just literally unprecedented. It is just buildings that are being
Han, I see the. It's look like a boat on the canal in the canal. Yeah.
buildings to work in. Is there inevitable pressure that comes to do things that the president standing next to the Fed chair, Steve said? Jerome Powell has said he can't be fired by President Trump. Right. And look, the consensus is you can't fire President Trump for not lowering interest rates like this.
Here in Thailand, Mommy Janet is
But if there was some
so it's look like crowded, and then the traffic very traffic.
to find some reason to pressure or to fire
Also in Phuket, Mommy Janet. Oh my God, you can see in the street. In Phuket is worse, Mommy Janet. They're so crowded, and then too much, lady boy, too much lady boy. Waiting customer for the massage. Every corner, you can see so many lady boy waiting a customer for massage and happy ending after. The massage and after that, a happy ending. You mean 06? Yeah. Yeah, Mama Janet, here in Phuket, a lot of means means just sitting on the every corner on the street, Mommy Janet, and then yeah, the sitting every corner, and is so it's 60 than the real woman, Mommy Janet, the lady boy. and then and then very pretty, yeah, very pretty, and then and then they like to do a massage after that, um happy ending. What is that?
Doorbell.
Doorbell.
Someone's at the door. Get more water. Huh? Get some water.
Do you want to clean the room?
Some more water. No.
Just only water.
And coffee.
Yes.
Coffee.
You want coffee? Have coffee? Do you have coffee there?
Come on. Get more.
Do you have coffee?
The fact that she's a convicted sex offender, so they would need corroborating evidence to stand up any sort of claim that she would make, and they presumably would have that already. So a lot of questions about what information she can offer. When they bring up the non-prosecution case,
Drink
when they
coffee.
bring up prison conditions, she can offer
Huh?
ways of passing.
Some coffee,
Not
please.
like that too much.
The other question is, what could the government, what might the government have to offer Maxwell a reduced sentence? What do you anticipate their ask?
Right, so this was a different transaction with the television. Okay, you're not on the hook for any of it legally unless you lie.
I need to make a copy, Mommy Janet.
Everything that you know, we'll ask our questions.
Well,
At that point, we believe that you were genuinely helpful for any saying, we don't anticipate charging anybody else, and there's no client list, and we don't anticipate any further charging activity. But if she were to get tangible information, what they could do in the court is go and file what's called a 5K1 letter, basically going back to the judge who oversaw the trial.
It's okay, use the water. Is it use the water?
This person is
I don't know.
significant assistance and
Use the bottled water. Just to be safe.
I
know that's okay.
It's an option for prosecutors to bail her out here, and really, at this point, the Deputy Attorney General himself.
Thank you so much for that. Congressman Gilmer earlier today, I guess that the Oversight Committee set up a potential
This bottle is
When we
expensive.
return from there, all the process over 69 documents.
Oh, it will be a standoff, Kristen, if this investigation goes because the White House doesn't want to go. We know President Trump is eager to move past the issue, but he has lost control of House Republicans on this question in a way that I've not seen him do on any other issue, any other cause all year. The reason is Speaker Mike Johnson now faces a divided conference where a bunch of Republicans are hearing from voters back home, including hardcore Trump voters, including MAGA voters, that they want more information, more transparency on the FTC files. These numbers do have to change voters again, and President Trump does feel pressure to do something on that note. We know that the going forward, there's a deposition. There's a separate vote of 8-2 in a subcommittee for a motion led by the Democrat Summer Leadership, backed by 3 Republicans, Brian Jack, Scott Perry, and Nancy Mace, all Trump allies, Brian Jack, Scott Perry, a lot of President Trump. So that's where the big right now. There's nothing but a philosophy on the ground in the Republican district.
I guess that really begs the question, when these lawmakers go back to the districts, what might they do? And it's actually going to be a barometer debate of the extent to which this Epstein matter is something that was percolated here in the nation's capital or really what they want to do.
It'll be a very, very important indicator. I think all the questions are all about watching to see what the that
You're not going out today, huh?
Who's my hat?
Hmm?
Thank you so much. As always, appreciate your reporting. As the Trump administration tries to change the subject away from Jeffrey Epstein, they are also trying to rewrite the history of Russia's 2016 election interference. Now, as we've been reporting, the Trump administration is baselessly accusing former President Obama of manipulating intelligence and attempting to undermine President Trump's 2016 victory.
My Visa card balance,
Huh?
my Visa card balance is almost 8,500.
Publicized by Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard to investigate potential next legal steps. The material declassified by Gabbard is a House Republican report that took issue with the intelligence community's finding that Russia tried to help Trump win in 2016. Now, that report came to a much different conclusion than the bipartisan Senate Intelligence Committee's report that Russia interfered in 2016 to boost Mr. Trump. In a Fox News op-ed, former CIA intelligence analyst and Biden State Department
3 days. I'm going to make a payment of 4,500 days for all this in 3 days.
America's most senior intelligence official is busying herself by fabricating partisan attacks against those the president deems his domestic violence.
Yeah.
And therein lies another scandal.
But we
Joining me now is the author of that piece, former State Department
John.
spokesperson and deputy U.S.
John
ambassador
28.
to the UN, Ned
Until
Price.
July 28.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here. Really appreciate it.
Good to see you, Kristen.
It's great to see you as always. So let's just unpack your piece a little bit more. You called Gabbard's actions yesterday an effort to rewrite history, to deflect focus away from other situations in the Trump administration, namely the Epstein matter. Expand on that. What exactly do you think you're watching unfold right now?
You know, Kristen, to one extent, it's really not all that unusual to see an influential figure in Washington these days talk about a shadowy network, cabal of some of the nation's most elite, some of the nation's most powerful, engaged in sordid criminal history and subsequently a cover-up to cover their tracks. The problem, however, is that the person in question now is Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national
The hotel last night, they charged me not only for dinner, but they charged me for a night to stay there. I already paid a Gouda.
Of all things. The thing with Gabbard is that, like every good conspiracy theory, she is rooting it in the smallest kernel of truth. And the kernel of truth that she's picked in this case was the assessment by the U.S. government, both before the 2016 election.
I already paid a Gouda for Grand China, $287.64 for 5 nights.
Moscow would not be capable.
When we checked in, the hotel charged me also $287.
Physically through cyber means the result of
$56.77. No, dinner for two, $13.35. Buy one get one free.
With this assessment that was put out by the intelligence community after the election, that Moscow sought to influence the election, and she's intentionally
Good now, I'll tell them take that off.
And it was the consensus of the intelligence community, just as you said, it was the consensus of the Mueller team, it was the consensus of the bipartisan Senate Intelligence Committee led by Senator Rubio at the time, and many other bodies that Russia did in fact seek to
$300 to
They
fly
sought to
there.
denigrate then former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and they sought to advance Donald Trump. That was the conclusion of the intelligence community, no matter what.
That's the baggage, which they didn't even check.
And to the fact that it's
See, we
Republican
had
Senator Lindsey Graham, Senator John
right at
Cornyn,
the airport,
of
too.
course, was on the Senate Intelligence Committee when they put out the report. It's calling for a special counsel to investigate this matter. Now, the White House came out and said it actually doesn't support such a move. What is your reaction? What's your take on that?
Well, I think there's a good reason it doesn't support such a move, and I think there's a more nefarious reason that it doesn't support such a move. It doesn't and it should not support such a move. One, because at base there's no there, as we've just talked about, and we don't need superfluous special counsels or special prosecutors floating around. I think that's a bipartisan idea that administration of all parties can get behind. But number two, there was
I just lit my YouTube doing like that, so the watch hour is grow.
What?
I lit the YouTube live like that for my watch hour.
Okay.
I think the more nefarious reason
The gain and then this.
is because
Yeah.
they know precisely that what their director of national intelligence is putting forward is nothing more than an intentional a distraction away from the Epstein scandal that is really engulfing this entire administration.
Let me get your reaction to something that we heard from House Intelligence Committee Ranking Member Jim Himes yesterday. I'm just going to read it for you. He said, so here's the moment where we call the bluff. When will the charges be leveled? 5 days from now? I'm going to ask, when are those charges leveled? 10 days from now? When are those charges? When are we prosecuting President Obama? What is your reaction? Do you think they are bluffing? In other words, do you think they would have tried to bring charges if there was a there there?
Yesterday that the drop off on the mall,
And you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of
it's
the
look like a lot of
you were very familiar during the first Trump term. You
cheaper,
recall,
some clothes.
during their first
Oh,
phone call between
yeah,
President Trump
it
and
look like
President Zelensky
so
in
many
July
cheaper
2019,
the price there
President Trump
on that mall that the Grab do it.
find dirt on Hunter Biden's find dirt that he could use to potentially incriminate Joe Biden, and subsequently his team said something like, look, you don't even need to investigate, just announce that you're going to have an investigation, just announce that you're looking into this. Again, throw chum into the waters, to make it sound like the reasonable people, you know what, maybe there is some there, maybe there is something to this.
This is precisely what we're seeing here. They don't expect to be able to bring charges. I don't think they even want to bring charges. What they want is to taint the Obama administration, and more than anything, they want to distract from their own profound troubles they're facing right now in the form of Jeffrey Epstein.
All right, Ned Price, thank you for joining us, helping us to break down your op-ed. It's always good to see you. Really appreciate it. Coming up, millions in Gaza dying of starvation. The crisis is worsening by the day as aid groups struggle to get life-saving food and supplies to those who need it most. Many of them that key allies of blasted for being overpriced, become these overpriced for a range of reasons, including inflation. I want to go back now to NBC's Arish Alcindor and Christine Romans. Thank you both for sticking around. So among the headlines, we heard the president say there was no tension in talking about the meeting that he just had with Jerome Powell. He also talked about, and I thought at the end made some news, he was asked if he's going to fire Jerome Powell, given that the project was overpriced. He said, I don't want to put it in that category. When he was asked if he actually had anyone in mind to replace Jerome Powell, he said two, maybe three people. Christine Romans, what did you make of some of those answers, particularly as they related to Jerome Powell and how the markets feel those answers?
What's fascinating to me is that he said there wasn't any tension. There was that awkward moment where they were disagreeing over the scope of this project, where the Fed chief in real time fact checked the president essentially and said, no, 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 sir, you're including another building that's been done for 5 years in this number. So there was that little moment, but mostly you didn't see the president insult the Fed chief to his face. He does insult him on social media frequently, and from the Oval Office, he has insulted him, calling him a knucklehead and too late and not smart. You know, all of these things that are just in presidential history. You just haven't heard a president insult the intelligence of the Fed chief in that kind of way. But it
Hello,
doesn't
Macy.
feel like, and correct me, you two, if you think I'm wrong, it doesn't feel like he's going to show him the door tomorrow. It doesn't feel like he thinks this is the reason, some kind of fraud that he can use as an excuse to let him go. And he's also recently said, well, he's almost out of there anyway. His term is up in May. And the legal experts have said it's not a legal fight that would happen. There'd be a legal fight for the next 8 months over telling the Fed chief he needs to leave that position. So it seems to me this was maybe not the end of his pressuring the Fed chief for lowering interest rates, but I feel like maybe the firing rush might be on hold for now.
No, I certainly read it that way, Christine, as well. He was given the opportunity directly to at least open the door to potentially firing him for the construction project. He said, I don't want to put this in that category. Yamiche, what did you make of those answers?
You call women you don't like that. You call women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell. And today, Rosie's back on live TV, not just to joke, but to drop a truth bomb that Donald Trump did not see coming.
He's a con man, period. Bankrupt all these times, money from his father, not a self-made man. Can't quantify his riches on Forbes magazine. I just said facts, and you would think that I called his mother a whore. You know, he went insane. And for 20 years,
I talked to a foreigner named Chuck who said he was married twice in his home country. He said what he wanted he didn't get, what he got he didn't want. He said when he married a Filipina, he finally got what he wanted. His stomach home,
I get that.
and beaches for breakfast. Third time's a charm.
I'm copyright of that.
Now, I can guarantee that every Filipina is going to serve you a special breakfast in bed every morning. But I can
I'm
tell
getting
you that
copyright that on my channel.
Copyright
Yeah.
strikes. Copyright strikes for music.
Dun, dun.
Donald Trump hung up on CNN after they asked him questions about Jeffrey Epstein, and now we know why he's been freaking out so much about the Epstein files. The Department of Justice told him in May that he's in the Epstein files, but don't worry, he's got a brilliant new ploy to get himself out of trouble. Yell more about Obama. More on this. It's time for a closer look.
Mm.
Prostitution in Thailand.
Hmm.
We're in the red light district of Pattaya. For 2 years now,
Pattaya?
we've been investigating
Yeah.
In Pattaya?
international sex
Yeah.
tourism here.
Pattaya.
An
Huh?
estimated 60,000
Pattaya.
women, men,
Pattaya?
and transgender people earn a living in the city with
But here,
sex work.
here in Bangkok,
But the neon lights cast a
it's
dark
like
shadow. In many of
nah,
these
nah,
bars, minors
not
are being sexually
like that.
exploited.
the minor is danger.
Minors in danger. The
Yeah.
dark truth about sex tourism.
Minor in danger, the dogs. Yeah.
In September 2022, while we were filming in Pattaya, a sex tourist from Germany was arrested on suspicion of child sex abuse. He's alleged to have picked up underage girls in a beer bar and taken them to his apartment. The man
That's what this whole thing is about. Sex with underage girls.
managed to flee to Germany under conspicuous circumstances. To our surprise, he later agreed to talk to us on camera in Frankfurt and partially admitted to the allegation.
Ich war in einer Bar, wo Minderjährige gearbeitet haben und ich habe auch wahrscheinlich eine Minderjährige mitgenommen.
In that interview, he claimed that he bought his way out of Thailand with bribes. In Pattaya, we came across a web of corruption, crime, and hypocrisy. We released our documentary, The Return of the Sex Tourists, in February 2023. It sparked a frenzy of debate in the Thai media. Even the Prime Minister made a statement.
ก็พยายามพูดคุยกันก็ได้มีการสั่งการมาที่กระทรวงการคลังนะครับปฏิวัติอุตสาหกรรมเป็นเรื่องอะไรที่ดีนะครับก็ต้องไปดูว่ามันเป็นอะไรที่ดี
We continued our investigation for another year, digging deeper into this world. Our research raised many questions. Above all, is Thailand really doing all it can to fight child prostitution? We began our research in Pattaya in 2022. The city draws several 100,000 sex tourists from all over the world every year. With its 24/7 go-go bars, massage parlors, and sex for sale, the resort is also popular with many German men. Men like Wolfgang Rill.
In Deutschland, wenn du
That's
zu
why-
einer
that's why-
Gruppe gehst, zu einer Prostituierten,
It's a lot
zahlst du
of
das Doppelte, drei.
it's a lot of foreigner in pocket, I think, down here. Yeah. And then it's look like you can do what you want in pocket. What no. The people there in pocket is look like they don't think what you are you doing. Go dance everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sache und kriegst die Hälfte oder weniger. Dafür.
Aber hier gibt es doch offiziell gar keine Prostitution.
Ja, das sind ja auch keine Prostituierten hier, die Mädchen. Sie nennen sich selber Bargirls.
This is Walking Street, in the heart of Pattaya. Employees from a private child protection organisation are doing their rounds. During peak tourist season, they try to talk to sex workers and tourists.
See the cover the face. Maybe you have some take a video.
Sorry, can you speak English? Okay, we are from Human Health Network Foundation, and recently we have been reported with the crime against the children. So if you see any suspicious activities against the children, if you think that children might be forced to work during the nighttime with the unpleasant environment, you can alert the authority here. That's very good of you. Sawadee can I have a few moments of your time? You speak English?
Sadawika.
So what we hear a lot is that the tourists and people say,
Sadawika. It look like, how are you? Sadawika.
child prostitution, that was a problem 15 or 20 years ago in Pattaya. Now we have everything under control. That's a very tricky question because we have been, in our own experience, we see that from time to time, someone can always manage to sneak in and do something bad against the children. We have a lot of walk-in cases reporting the incident or any bad activities against the children. And especially in this area, the walking street area is very famous for the nightlife, so it is very crowded, very unhealthy for the children. But at least there's a thin line between prostitution and child prostitution.
Child protection organisations argue that what's called normal sex tourism here in these red light districts creates structures that pose a severe threat to children. While we were filming, this little boy appeared on the street lined with bars, all on his own. His family had sent him out to sell chewing gum to tourists. The child protection workers take him home.
Everything good?
Where are you from?
Germany. Wow. What's your name? Bob. Wow. How old are you, Bob? 21. You look cute.
Most of the German men who come to Pattaya are ready to ignore the problems here.
Es gehört dazu, dass die Mädels da sind. Die entertainen, es macht Spaß, die sind locker drauf. Es geht ja nicht nur um Sex. Hier geht es einfach nur darum, Aufmerksamkeit zu bekommen und wahrgenommen zu werden. Die Mädels sind wie Freundinnen. Sie sind einfach von Grund auf freundlich. Ich bin mir sicher, Pattaya wird nie aussterben. Weil das, was man hier bekommt, bekommt man nirgends anders auf der Welt.
Or if you see any children involved with the underage prostitution.
Neil from the Child Protection Organisation continues to draw tourists' attention to the bitter reality, urging them to call a hotline if they see anything suspicious. One case that would keep us busy in the months to come had recently been in the news.
Just a short time ago, a German tourist was arrested and accused of sexual child abuse. The victims worked at a beer bar not far away, just 100 meters from here. What did you think when you heard the story?
It deeply saddens me when I heard the news. I think because of COVID, many people are struggling to survive financially on a daily basis. And once the country just reopened, everyone wants to jump into anything that they can get their hands on, and also Thai government. For that specific girl, I feel very sorry for her, and it is best for the community and for the government to prevent this kind of thing from happening from the very beginning.
Give me